I was an assistant director to now, definitely there are a lot of structured processes in place. Specifically, I feel like the SOPs in the industry, as in the standard operating procedures, have definitely evolved over a period of time. People have definitely become a lot more organized, a lot more conscientious about the kind of time it takes to do one film, or the kind of processes it takes to not make the film bleed as far as the monies are concerned, or as far as the commerce of making a film is concerned. So I feel like those processes overall in the industry are a lot more structured than they were at that time. Having structured processes was a privilege of a few. Only a few industry production houses cultivated that culture, but I feel like now it's more common practice to work on these standard operating procedures. A certain language is common now within the industry, which wasn't so earlier. Having said that, we still made some amazing films back then,
Right.
and we continue to make good cinema now. The Awakening was a short film I did with Ajay Devgan and Kumar Mangat, who's currently my producer on For the Hafiz also,
Okay.
and on the chapter 2 of For the Hafiz too. Uh, so basically, I I had lost a friend, a common friend in the deluge of 2005 uh, July, when the rains had hit Bombay and many people got stuck in their cars. And a lot of people, and there were many cases where people who were stuck in 3 feet, 4 feet deep waters with their cars in the middle of the roads found it difficult or nearly impossible to break through their cars, and unfortunately, a few of them suffocated within their vehicles. Unfortunately, we lost a common friend who was a costume designer in the industry, and she and her driver had got stuck. And as I'm talking to you, my kind of pores are opening up while
Right,
remembering
right.
that.
I get it.
And I remember it was late at night, and I had taken out my car because her brother and her sister, everybody was very worried. Nobody could find her. And the last day knew that she was traveling from Juhu to her place, and she actually passed away right outside Amitji's old bungalow at Juhu. And I remember we were traveling late at night, and the whole city felt like a doomsday. It was just something that I wanted to say something about. And I had happened to meet Kumar Mangat that time, and I had come back from New York Film Academy and stuff, and I took this short film script to him, and I said I didn't know the business really in that sense, but I just took this short film script to him, and he said it's a really nice script, and he got Ajay Ji on board, Ajay Devgan on board, and we did the film. So he was technically speaking my first producer, in the sense that I'd already made a lot of music videos and stuff by then. But yeah, he was my first producer in the sense that this short film also came out in the theaters all over the
Mm.
country. It was played for about almost a year or 2 years in the theaters as a public service film, so to speak. And it was received pretty well as a short film. It was nice. This is a good experience. It was very nice. I think Ajay Bhai is quite a director's actor. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he's somebody who's also very self-assured and very confident in his skin and his personality. No qualms, no hang-ups, no fancy shenanigans, nothing like that. He's a very smooth, cool operator, and working with him is very simple, very shanti, very easy. Like I said, he's a director's actor, तो ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं कि उनको अपनी image का कुछ बहुत ज्यादा. I mean, I don't think he takes himself very seriously. I think he takes his work seriously, but I don't think he kind of takes himself so seriously, in the sense that, so he's one of the cooler cats out there to operate with, so to speak. I very early on in my career realized that I want to tell my own stories. I don't want to take references for my stories or my films from other films. I want to refer to my stories from my life's experiences, from my passions, from my values, from thoughts that I lean towards. And so, to be able to tell your own stories, you have to understand the craft and technique of writing, because as much as writing is about art and imagination, it is also about craft and technique. And so I invested a lot of my years, time writing, teaching myself the craft of writing, and that's why I feel like now I am inspired and I like to tell stories that are based in a certain sense of reality, a story that doesn't belong to anybody, but that truly belongs to me. And if I see an issue, or if I see something that I'd like to talk about, and I feel like, oh, this is a potent story to tell, and I'll be able to sustain the emotion of writing this subject for 6 months or 7 months over a period of time, then I invest my energies and my time in it, and I go ahead on that trajectory, so to speak. But yeah, it's important for me to tell my own stories, and that's why my films are a little based in reality, because I like to take from society, from real life, and then tell them as a story, in my own way. It is definitely two different processes, but somehow for me, it's all a part of creating and telling that story. Whether you are directing it, whether you are acting in it, you are trying to tell a story, right? And so as a storyteller, I feel like, because I'm constantly interacting with my characters, I kind of find it's simpler to get into the skin of a character if need be. And even for my actors, that process helps, because I think I internalize every character well enough to give clarity to my actors also in the process of directing them. So it, very honestly and in all humility, it was not such a tedious task for me to do. It came more naturally to me. So each to his own. Everybody has a different aptitude for these things. So I think that I started off really early working as an assistant. I was just 17 and a half. So I've literally grown up in the industry. Like my teenage years, my impressionable years of life as a young man have been on film sets and around that space. So it's my playing field. I don't feel intimidated by these processes. Working with Vidyut, getting to know him uh, over a period of time, us slowly developing this beautiful, very genuine, unforced friendship that we have developed. It's been beautiful. I can very comfortably say that I love Vidyut. I love him as a person. I love him as a friend, and he is my actor also. And I think we both have this very healthy relationship where we draw our lines of creating between our friendship and our work also really well. I think he has fought hard for his space in life, and so have I. So we both come from that similar sense of struggle, so to speak. And so we know that what we do as professionals is very valuable to us, is very sacred to us. I think we both stand by that value. So we are able to create interestingly and have fun while doing it. And he's very, very special to me.